Good day. For better or worse, Doom 2016 changed Doom forever. It changed it for the better in that we got some cool lore, we got the very concept of the Doomslayer, but sadly the gameplay was just kinda dull. Well, leave it to the fans to fix that one deficiency. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at Slayer's Testaments.
Slayer's Testaments is a total conversion mod for Quake 1 and is playable on the Quake Spasm source port. All you gotta do is copy the Slayer's Testaments folder to the Quake Spasm folder and then launch the source port. You then hit escape and then type in game Slayer Test and then enter a world where modern Doom is good. Slayer's Testaments first came on my radar back in 2019, and I played the demo, and really, that demo was more impressive than most full mod releases, and now the full release is more impressive than many paid games. The mod was created by a number of people, and when you enter a map, you will be shown the map creator's name. I do not know for certain who started the project, but according to ModDB, the creator was Bloodshot12. What you got here, ladies and gentlemen, is a demake of the modern Doom games. In 2019, when I first discovered the mod, it was a demake of Doom 2016, but over the years, it has become a demake of Doom Eternal as well. The demake features pretty much all the gameplay seen in those games, and features low-res versions of all the monsters and weapons from those respective games. And the mod has different levels tied to the gameplay and assets seen in 2016 and Eternal. If you play a Doom 2016 level, you will see those monsters and collect those weapons and will throw grenades normally. And when you play an Eternal level, you will get the shoulder grenade, the flame belch, and the dash move, and fight all the Eternal monsters, and use all the Eternal weapons. But unlike in Doom Eternal proper, thank the great machine god up above, you can still beat ammo out of enemies' asses, meaning you don't have to constantly chainsaw enemies, and so the Doom Eternal styled levels are not so bloody tedious. Not only that, but the Eternal levels don't require you to flip through all your goddamn weapons like you just chug 6 cans of goddamn Red Bull. Another improvement is that melee still works in the Eternal levels as well. This ties into the best aspect of the mod. You do not have to put up with those goddamn glory kills. You know, in 2016, those things looked great, and I, like many, were like, oh man, it's so hardcore. But when you play the game more than bloody once, they get old real fast. Thankfully, Slayer's Testaments has got you covered. You can turn them off, and this makes the game 100,000 times better because you don't have to slow down to watch a bloody canned animation. This makes the gameplay even more fast and fluid, and you get to feel like even more of a badass as you blast and bast bastards back to Beelzebub. I cannot tell you how much more fun this makes the game. The levels are better too, and there are a lot of them. The first demo campaign was over an hour and a half long, which is really bloody impressive for any mod. The full release is truly an unchained predator. When you start up the game, you are in the Doom Fortress. And just look at this. This is something that is polished enough to be an official release on bloody Steam. More than that, you can go through a portal to the UAC carrier, and there are even more bloody levels to be found there. This mod is filled with content. You get not 1, not 2, but 3 full campaigns, and these are super polished. There's no real story to tie them together, but that's not the idea of the mod. However, you will sometimes hear audio from the original games, and the intro for the first campaign mirrors that of Doom 2016, and damn does it look good. These campaign levels are super impressive. More impressive than the AAA ones. They are not flat and featureless nor focus group to death. It's funny to think that back in 2016, people, myself included, lost their minds over the verticality, man. Here, we got verticality and then some. This is old school meets new in the best way. This mod has a little something for everyone. Want a structured campaign? You got it. Want challenge levels? You got it. Want classic Doom styled levels? You better believe you got it. You can even play the original Quake campaign with modern Doom gameplay. This mod is remarkably stable, and I have only had a few crashes to desktop here and there. In addition, there is some weird slowdown in places, but that is fixed by quick saving and then quick loading. The controls can be modified in a config file, but the base ones that the game comes with are pretty good, and the mod has a tutorial for them. This is a really bloody tough mod to complete. The modders expected only real Doomers to play, so you will be up against great odds, even on normal difficulty, so expect to replace that quick save key after a few hours. Some levels are harder than others, and when that summoner shows up, get ready for pain. The mod only gets a little cheap here and there, and I think the cheapness mainly comes from the style of gameplay that modern Doom has to offer. Doomslayer might be tough in the cutscenes, but in the gameplay, he can get killed real fast. The security trooper is the most annoying by far, as he can one-shot you even on bloody normal. But even after you've died a million times, this is the kind of mod that makes one say, "Please sir, can I have some more?" Now I know what you're thinking, this is a demake. How can it be graphically impressive? Well, look at this. This is the Quake 1 engine here, people. Yeah, it's getting some help from the source port, but still, this is a 90s game engine, and damn does it look good. The textures really do a good job of replicating the ones seen in the parent games, and we even got some textures lifted straight from Doom and Duke Nukem 3D. And really, all told, it's pretty nice looking for a low-res mod that is a true feast for the retro eyes. Sound has been replicated nicely as well, and all the guns sound like they should, and most of the monsters. But the security guy and the laser beam dude have the Doom Guy pain sound from Doom 3. And yes, I am that much of a Doom nerd. Music. Finally, we got a game to go with that soundtrack. We got all that sweet, sweet Mick Gordon Doomness, and it fits the modern styled levels well. And then the modders put in classic Doom tracks, both original and remastered. This mod shows that the fans with their passion and talent will always stand and deliver where the AAA boys can't and won't. Also, unlike them, they actually care about what the fans want and try to give them the best game and experience possible.
If, like me, you got real tired of the modern Doom games real fast and wanted more fun and fast-paced gameplay, give this mod a download. And so, I am General Lotz, wishing you good Duke Nukem Forever, the real version, and good Alien Armageddon, whatever makes you happy.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and please consider leaving a like or a comment, as the algorithm desires your soul. And I want to thank all those fans who have supported this channel, both past and present.